Well, we are seeing M for Mini go back to the old Grim, but there is that real possibility that if this game or maybe the next two games don't go in favor of M for Mini, he'll swap it up. He did show a Bryn when he was in that winner's bracket going up against Blue, but very rarely you see people willing to make the swap to a mirror match against their opponent when they're down 2 games.
Now it looks like these two haven't really played each other in tournament whatsoever in the past year. So a lot of new territory being tread here for a lot of these players. Both of them haven't really played each other. Mini not really finding himself in this position in over a year. Oh! Mini was not able to find any of those earlier today.
Getting the extension with the lance, getting so much damage built up already onto Blaze. Get him start to throw out those signatures, thinking about the knockout. We saw Blaze earlier hating these big side airs. Able to finish off stocks early. Mini gets the downlight, tries to dip underneath for that recovery, but Blaze able to avoid it. Another downlight recovery isn't going to put Blaze off screen. The second one will.
Both of them having an axe. Blaze is going to hit the jump side air for the punish on the gravity cancel down signature from Mini. Because of that down signature, he blew his dodge so early. It put it on that in-air dodge cooldown. That's such a long time to not have that in-air dodge.
That's why those gravity cancels can be so incredibly risky. They spend your dodge, and if you're doing it in the air, well, of course you have to for a gravity cancel, then it puts you in a punish position if it doesn't connect.
And Mini just completely struggling to find any opening like he did early on in this game.
Charging up the down sig. He needs to finish the stock, and he knows it, which is why he's throwing out all of these signatures, but none of them connecting. Side air will be the move.
Sidelight into neutral signature is an interesting choice, because I don't think many people are going to come down after that. Like, nobody's going to be mashing dodge right after the sidelight because they're possibly expecting a nair to come out. So I don't see sidelight into the neutral sig being a very good option.
Well, might have just been Mini reaching for something, knowing that his down signatures have not been connecting. So he's like, all right, let's try a neutral signature. What's something that'll pop him up? Sidelight, I guess, pops him up. Blaze with the edge play, not able to get that finishing blow with the down air. Does get the down life side air though, and Blaze looking so strong here in game number 1.
Yeah, this is a very good opening for Blaze that might kind of force the immediate character swap from Mini going into game 2, because the lance, it worked for one moment in the beginning, but has not worked since. Even the axe hasn't looked super great. So if I was Mini, even though you don't want to do a mirror match, if your lance isn't working this much, I would go into the mirror match.
I mean, he's got other characters in his pool. He's got multiple axe characters that he can pick through. But right now, I think he's still got some time to decide if that lance is really going to be a problem, as it's going to be what he's sticking with right now, either for the information or just because he trusts his lance play against Blaze.
And it could just be an adaptation that needs to come out from his lance play into what Blaze is doing.
It's a little more with that nair.
Both players on their final stock. There is a weapon spawn on the field. Mini's able to grab it, but he's going to eat a downlight that almost sent him off screen.
This double nair. Mini not able to connect with the recovery. That was so high. Could have been a knockout. Avoids the end sig. Ooh, neutral light. Dangerous, puts Mini off stage. Plays with the potential edge guard. Mini's gonna try to wait, but the exclamation point's starting to come out.
And where Blaze was finding consistent kill options before, he is not now against Mini. This is, oh my gosh, this is a 4.5-minute game.
And it all comes down to side airs. Who will hit the side air first? The KO move for both of them. Blaze is going to try to switch it up. It's the down sig for M for Mini. He missed it so many times at the beginning, but he gets it right when he needs it to close out game number 1.
It was 620 damage coming out from Mini and 634 coming out from Blaze. You extrapolate that to 3 stocks, that's 210 about per stock. Not great kill efficiency.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
And M for Mini, of course, trusting his Lance now, is going to be going into game 2 with the Ulgrim pick, sticking with it. That Lance, it had some pops. It was able to get him some damage built up onto Blaze very safely.
I can't believe Blaze opened up this game like the first move that he hit was just a raw spear down signature. How many times are you seeing that being one of the first moves in the game?
Oh, it works. It's the stacked move of the Bryn kit for the spear.
It put out good damage on the Mini.
Yeah. Plus lots of active frames. Offstage opportunity. Mini willing to go for the down airs and ground pounds. Looking for another one, but Blaze with the neutral airs gets him back to the stage safely. Trading back and forth. Blaze is going to switch over to the spear again. Trying to get some sort of downlight side air. Mini too far to the right, but it's just enough as Blaze had used a recovery to get up high enough for that side air to connect.
Mini coming into this, hit the grounded dare. Didn't go for the D-light option afterwards, but it's going to be a side air from Blaze. Going to even it up. A little bit quicker of a game, at least starting off here, about 1 minute and 20 seconds. And both of them have died once. It's going to be the Lance coming in from Mini. 3 unanswered hits from Blaze.
Nice
Now 3 unanswered hits from Mini.
More hits coming out for Mini. Gonna look for the opportunity. Fakes a ground pound onto the soft platform. Nice neutral light will disarm Blaze. M for Mini with the stage control, but Blaze fights his way back up with the unarmed side air. Gonna try to deny this weapon. Blaze picks it up. It's the 2-piece with the axe.
Didn't want to commit to a third option. If he would have gone in with like the recovery, that probably would have put Mini below him, and Mini would have gone for the recovery, which he just ended up hitting for the knockout. Mini's in the lead.
Mini doing very well for himself and going to be sticking with this Lance. Got a nice 5-hit sequence onto Blaze just earlier that had no response already, getting 3, 4, 5 again, 6 onto Blaze. No response just yet. Finally a pogo.
Yeah, his Lance really starting to turn around. He's going to be stuck here. You saw that dodge come out really, really early, so he didn't have that as an option later on to get away from anything that Blaze had coming. His Lance is definitely working better now.
Yeah, damage is being done to Blaze. Mini with the lead over Blaze with the help of this Lance.
He's doing some good work with the neutral light into the chase dodge D-light option. Also finding some solid down airs, but he's taken a little bit of punishment. He's going to have to be careful. Blaze is pretty close to red. That D-light has him red, but that side air has Mini in the orange.
Avoids the recovery. Mini gets the side air, and it's just enough. Mini able to close out game number 2. Mini might just straight 3-0 Blaze.
And Mini has had a lot, and I mean a lot, of downtime in between his last set and this one. Think all the way back. The last time Mini played was against Blue when he got 3-0'd. It has been so much time since then. We've seen we've seen 3 full sets since then, right? We started off with Blue and
we
Mini,
started
right?
with that set for our block, and now we're seeing Blaze forced to swap it up. Going to be going to the Taros for game number 3, hoping that the Taros will be the response to the Lance play of M for Mini.
Now, of course, Hammer has been a very popular weapon this weekend. Axe as well, and Blaze is going to have access to both of those. And a pretty solid signature kit to boot.
Definitely cannot slouch on the Taros signature kit. Maybe it's just about having a hammer. Blaze definitely known for his axe plays. We've seen how good he is at getting the follow-up off the neutral air and those side lights at the start as well. But maybe he just wants some hammer for that vertical game against this lane.
Now, something that Blaze still might struggle with when he has the hammer in his hands is if Mini's coming in. Ooh, that's going to just end that stock just like that. Is going to be those recoveries. Because if he has hammer, that's still a 45-degree angle that I don't think Blaze can really contest whatsoever. And Mini's done a very solid job of hitting those recoveries when Blaze is in the red.
Yeah, hammer does not have a lot of strong options at a 45-degree below it. Fortunately for Taros, he does have like the N-sig if Mini likes to go for those down air approaches. I do think the down air will still beat it out, but if you can time it right, N-sig can still be effective against a Lance down air. Nice down signature for Mini. Not quite enough to finish off the stock of Blaze. Ooh, down light, gravity cancel, neutral heavy. Mini evens up the stocks.
Weapon spawn coming in. Blaze is going to go high to grab it. He's going to swipe it out of the air. And for Mini's going to throw out a nair that connects. There's a D-light coming out from Blaze. Has Mini in the orange. Ooh, back-to-back dairs. Oh, man.
He's going. And Blaze tried to get the turnaround. You saw Blaze go for the recovery, wanted to punish from behind, and that is exactly the reason why he lost that stock there. Blaze down to his final stock here, his tournament stock in game number 3.
Yeah, Blaze kind of bet everything on the recovery going right. But that is one of my favorite reads to do as a Lance player, is dare in one direction and dare the other direction. Kind of crossing up those dares like a big old X marks the spot where the treasure is buried. And the treasure is a whole lot of damage that you can continue the read on because you got the dodge.
Downlight, goes for a third one.
Oh, that's so grimy.
Mini starting to play with his food, really feeling his Lance right now. Other one, downlight into a side air. Blaze bleeding out the down sig, does it. Mini closes out game number 3, 3-0ing Blaze to earn his spot in the losers semifinal, guaranteed top 4 finish.
What year are we in that Mini just 3-0'd Blaze? Oh my gosh, what a time to be alive.
Dude, I told you. Mini, I know he did not have the best 2019, but he is still a very strong competitor with his axe game, with this Olgrim going way back in the day. He was one of the few Olgrims out there, and he has stuck with this Olgrim and been so incredibly effective at it. He's like one of the